With minicamp in the books, now we turn our attention to summer and therefore summer vacation for the NFL players that, they're going to go to Bora Bora, they're going to go to Cancun, they're going to go to South Dakota. Just kidding, they're not coming here. But they are going to, obviously take a little bit of time off before heading into training camp. But there is still a couple of different questions facing the Las Vegas Raiders and the stars of the team really before we started heading into things. And, I kind of backward numbered these in a way. But, I'm going to start with what I feel like is the most important question. And really, it's got to be if and what is Jimmy G going to be healthy. So, obviously, the foot issue has been a whole thing this offseason. Plus, they put it in his contract that, obviously, if he's not healthy, they can cut him, and they can pretty much be A-okay. But at the end of the day, obviously it's never a good thing when your starting quarterback is injured. But hey, Aiden O'Connell balled out through OTAs. I've liked what I've seen from this quarterback class. Plus, I like Brian Hoyer. I think he can get, he can at least get you a 500 record-ish, maybe 6 wins. I don't know. But at the end of the day, Jimmy G and his health is going to be the biggest question for the Las Vegas Raiders. Is he going to be ready to go? Is he going to lead this team and at least put them in a spot where is he going to be even healthy enough to go? That's really the biggest question. Also, yes, what trades will be done? Who's going to still be here by the time training camp rolls around, or are they going to get traded during training camp and but maybe even potentially before the season? Guys like Hunter Renfro, guys like Trayvon Moehrig, I could see getting traded. I've loved Hunter Renfro for a while now, but I do feel like he is somewhat expendable with Jacoby Myers and the drafting of Trey Tucker and a lot of these different pieces. DeAndre Carter coming in for the Raiders. So could we see a guy like Hunter Renfro just not be on the Raiders anymore, just be traded away? Definitely think it's a possibility, especially for some teams who are looking for that number 2 wide receiver capability. So, what trades will be done, who will be here, is definitely another big question for the Las Vegas Raiders. The next one, yes, what will the starting O-line look like? We've been pounding on the table for really what's this thing going to look like? So, left tackle, you got Colt Miller. Left guard, Dylan Parham, most likely. Then you got Andre James at center. The main question is on the right side. Who's going to start at right guard and right tackle? Jermaine Illuminar is penciled in to be as that starter, but could we see guys that really do step up? Alex Bars, I really feel like, is one of those guys that, quite honestly, I feel like the Raiders could do better. McClendon Curtis is a guy I'm keeping my eye on throughout all of training camp. We're going to be keeping my eye on. But I also, I've really felt like for the longest time that the Raiders have themselves talent. It's just an idea of, what are they going to do with it? So, like I said, it does come down to, where you put specific guys and maybe just shuffling around some guys. Maybe Dylan Parham goes to right guard, or maybe you put Jermaine Illuminar at right guard and then put in Thayer Munford at right tackle. Doesn't matter what you do. At the end of the day, you got to get it done. You got to see who this offensive line is going to be, even though, yes, it did get better towards the second half of the season last year. But don't let good be the enemy of great. No, sir. And then finally, yes, the top question, I believe, for the Raiders at this time, yes, who is going to step up on defense? Like, obviously, we've got Max Crosby. Chandler Jones was a disappointment last year. Nate Hobbs, in a way, kind of took a step back. Divine Diablo looked good, though. He looked good in minicamp. He looked like he's added some weight. He's just getting shredded out there. You absolutely love to see it. But at the end of the day, really, I want to see who's going to step up. Is Tyree Wilson, is he going to take a little bit longer than we expected in terms of development? Is Trayvon Moehrig finally going to get it together in year 3? Who is really going to step up among these defensive rookies is definitely another question, a big question for the Las Vegas Raiders. Also, yes, you could, factor in there, is Josh Jacobs going to be on this team? I definitely think you could maybe potentially see him not sign his franchise tag, or maybe not even with the team. Don't know yet. So there's stuff definitely a lot up in the air for the Raiders. What's this team going to look like? That's definitely another big question. So, and obviously we'll really answer more of that once we get into the preseason and all that. But that's it. There's our top questions facing the Las Vegas Raiders before training camp. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe down below. And at the end of the day, just let us know what you guys think about our top questions. Did we miss any for the Las Vegas Raiders?